this time. Welcome to Wednesday afternoon, mindful resilience yoga, going back to my roots. And given the fact I don't get to teach next week, giving you all a good, happy hip opening send off before I disappear on the road. And then hopefully I get to see you here either the 17th or the 19th of June from California. So just a minute left to spare. I dealt with the music. Hopefully everybody can hear me fine. You should be able to unmute yourself. If there's still anything wrong, please bother to unmute yourself and let me know now. And if I don't hear from anybody, I assume the voice quality and everything's okay. So good. Okay, deep breath in, deep breath out. What else? Right, probably everybody's in this class knows, but real quick, next week, no class. And then also when I start up again my Wednesday class, it'll be at 11 a.m. now, not 10. And I do have recordings I sent out. If you did not get them, please email me and I will send you a copy of some recordings that you can use to practice during my week off. So, okay, if you were sitting on your block, please come off your block. And let's get started laying down on the mat. You always know it's going to be a good practice if I let you lay down in the beginning, right? Oh, how delicious feels that. Walk your feet towards the edge of the mat, collapse your knees into each other. Maybe you need to walk in your feet a little bit closer to your buttocks so you can kind of press that lower lumbar into the mat. Let your arms splay out by your sides. You can have them by your hips, a little bit wider, palms towards the ceiling. Kind of roll your shoulder blades back a little bit. Feel your chest stretching open. Tuck that chin in a little bit towards the cervical spine. Close your eyes. Deep breath in. Nice long exhale. Remember to actively work on lengthening your exhale today in class. The exhale is where all the magic happens. So maybe see if you can bring your count for the inhale to 4, exhale for 4 or exhale for 6, whatever feels comfortable right now. If it's been a stressful morning, sometimes it's just enough to even out your inhales and exhales. And let's start to bring our awareness to the soles of the feet. Feel the soles of the feet gently pressing into the mat. Feel your big toe on the mat. All the other toes down to your little toe. Feel the outside rim of your foot. Feel the heel. And bring your attention to your sacrum and your pelvis. Feel it pressing into the mat. Follow that spine all the way up to your head. Feel your head pressing into the mat. Feel your shoulders pressing into the mat, your arms, all the way down to the tops of your hands. And now see how you're completely grounded in this particular space and moment in time. Right now, you are here on your mat. And now use your breath to also bring your mind onto the mat. Let anything go that happened this week. this week, images you saw, things that made you maybe sad or angry or frustrated. Leave them all outside the door and just come to be present in your body. Make a mental commitment to feel today what's going on with you on the mat, to reconnect with the mind, to be in the present moment and awaken your consciousness. Place your right hand on your belly, and then let's go back to a 3-part breath, which we've practiced before. On inhale on 1, let that lower belly expand. And on the exhale, feel your hand floating down as your belly button comes towards the spine. Empty out the diaphragm completely. Begin again. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale. Belly button comes to the spine. One more. Exhale. For the next practice, bring both your hands onto your rib cage. Your middle fingertips are slightly touching. Start breathing in on 1 into your belly. 2, feel it in your rib cage. Let those fingertips come apart slightly as your rib cage fills with air. And a nice long exhale. Begin again. Inhale. Lift 1, 2. Exhale. One more at your own pace. And then for the last one, place your right hand back on your belly. Left hand comes up above your chest, between your chest and your collarbones. And now bring your breath up all the way, starting at the belly 1, rib cage 2, chest and upper back 3. And then with your exhale, start at the chest, bring it down through the rib cage, until finally, when the exhale is complete, your belly button has come back to the spine. Let's do 3 more rounds of that at your own speed. Very good. Bring your right arm out to the right side. Bring your feet together. Knees are still bent. Roll yourself to the right side. And then use your left arm to press yourself up to seating, taking your time so you don't get dizzy. Slowly come up, grab your block, come seated on your block. So your goal today is to keep working on that 3-part breath, using all of your lung capacity, calming down that nervous system. Bringing out our hands to our sides by our hips, press those fingertips into the mat. Roll those shoulders back, opening up the thoracic spine. Inhale. On the exhale, right ear comes to the right shoulder. And now really press those left fingertips into the mat. Feel that stretch come all the way down your neck, through the deltoids and the upper arm, forearm. Stay here with your breath. So much tension in the neck. The head weighs 8 to 12 pounds. Every time that we keep it bended forward, looking at a tablet or phone, place a lot of strain on those muscles. Come back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, left ear over to the left shoulder. Press those right fingertips into the mat. Close your eyes. Stay with your body. 2 rounds of breath. Head comes back to center. Start with just some gentle inhales and exhales. Bring our arms up above head, keeping those shoulders away from the ears on the inhale. On the exhale, imagine someone's pulling at your fingertips. Yeah, making yourself nice and wide and tall and lengthening your muscles. Inhale back up. Exhale, nice and slow. Keep your exhale in line with the movement of your arms. One more inhale. This time, keep your arms above head and let's stretch out our rib cage, picking up fruit, reaching towards the ceiling, stretching out our intercostal muscles. Then come to stillness. Stay here for a moment. Wait for the next inhale. And for the next exhale, twist to the left, bringing your right hand to the outside of the left knee. Left hand comes behind your tailbone. Then as your exhale completes, press your belly button to the spine, turning yourself into a slightly deeper twist. Gaze comes over the left shoulder. Stay here for 3 rounds of breath. When your next inhale comes up, bring those arms back up overhead. Bring your palms to the outside of the room, cross over your wrists, press those palms into each other. Again, making sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Press away, press, press, press. Feel that stretch through your upper arms and your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand comes to the outside of the right knee, right hand behind you. Gently pull yourself into the twist. Stay here for 3 inhales and exhales. When that last exhale is complete, come back to center. Lateral stretch is all that's left. Place your left hand on the mat. Right arm comes up. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that right arm across over to the left, making sure both shoulders are away from your ears, making sure you're not twisting. Keep your gaze at the ceiling. And then imagine somebody pulling at your right fingertips. Opening up that right side a little bit more. Press your right hip into the block or the mat. Breathe. Use the space you just created. Bring more oxygen in. When the exhale is complete, come back to center. Right arm comes to the mat. Left arm comes up. Exhale, stretch over to the left. Once you're here, imagine someone's pulling at your hand. With each inhale, open up that space a little bit more. Go where you feel little discomfort, little tightness. Breathe into it. Then come back to center. Bring both hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Engage your shoulder blades. Bring them together. That'll make your hands rise up a little bit. Inhale here with your chest lifted. And on the exhale, slowly come forward, bringing your forehead as close to the mat as you feel comfortable. Stay here for one more inhale, exhale, pressing your fingers up to the ceiling. With the exhale, slowly come up. Always mindful not to get dizzy. Come off your block, please. Bring your feet out in front of you, about hip width apart. Hands come behind your hips. Stretch your chest nice and wide and open by engaging the shoulder blades. So always that's an action, right? Every time we pull our shoulders back, that means our chest is open for some good breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Sweep those knees from side to side. And initially, maybe we're going a little bit faster. See if you can control the tempo. Slow it down. Bring your awareness to all the muscles and nerve endings that you're rolling over in your glutes. Again, this is a great stretch for anybody suffering from sciatica. So take your time here. Don't rush it. Next time that your knees come to the right, stay here. Extend your left leg all the way. Engage that left leg. Lift up your kneecap. Press the left foot into the mat. Then sweep your hands behind you into a twist. Lifting up that crown of your head. Don't slump. Shoulders are still away from the ears. Breathe into this twist. It feels maybe a little bit more difficult. Moving those organs around. See if you can stay with your breathing rhythm. Come back forward, bend that left knee again. Sweep your knees from side to side. Making sure those shoulder blades are engaged. And next time you come to the left, stay here, extend that right leg. Activate the right leg, press that right foot into the mat. Sweep your hands behind you. Breathe here, nice and tall. Close your eyes. What can you feel? What feels different? What feels good? What feels tight? Always stay connected. Come back to center. Bring your hands behind you again. We're going into reverse tabletop. If this is not available for you for shoulder reasons, just keep sweeping your knees from side to side. For anybody else, please press through your heels, bring up your pelvis, let that head fall behind you. Stay here for 2 rounds of breath. Very good. Gently come down and let's come into tabletop. As a reminder, on tabletop, your knees are hip width apart. Place your feet so that when you look through your legs, you can't see them. Hands right underneath the shoulders with your index finger shining forward. Press the fleshy part of your palms into the mat. And let's do some nice cat-cows here. Cow, dip your belly, lift up, inhale. Exhale, round that spine, gaze at your navel. Use all the air. Stay here until you have nothing left. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Cow. And exhale, cat. Push back with your hands. Come seated on your heels, then walk your hands forward. Child's pose, bring your forehead to the mat, but keep your arms engaged. Press those palms into the mat. This activates your arms, activates your shoulders. We're not resting here right now. We're warming up our shoulders. Breathe into it. Nice deep breathing. Slow exhales. That's what you're working on today. Then come back to tabletop. Bring your hands back into alignment. Time to warm up those legs. Bring your left leg out behind you. Left foot is flexed. Really engage those glutes. You remember Kit Kat and Snickers, right? Want to squeeze those glutes. And we can do that the more we dorsiflex that left foot. Really engage that leg. Lift, look forward, inhale. Exhale, sweep that left leg off to the right. Inhale, bring that leg back behind you. Exhale, sweep it off to the left. Inhale behind. Exhale, sweep it off to the left. And then bring that leg in. Let's do the same on the right. Bring that right leg out behind you. Flex that right foot. Really, really press that right heel back. Come on. I know you can do a little bit more. Engage that right glute. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the right foot off to the right. Inhale behind you. Exhale, slowly let it come off to the right, using your hip muscles. One more, inhale behind you. Exhale, off to the right. Then bring that right knee next to the left knee. Let's begin to make some random figure eights here with our hips. Should feel pretty good right now because we just worked those muscles. So go where you need to go right now to loosen up your hip muscles, warm up your kneecaps. Sometimes we lean a little bit more forward. Sometimes we work more on the back. This is your practice. You go where your body tells you to go. Come back to stillness. Bring that left leg back out again. Left foot dorsiflex, nice and tight. This time, engage your core. Imagine somebody is holding you up with a hand underneath. Find a drishti to focus on, and then bring your right arm in front of you. Everyone's favorite bird dog. I invite you to stay here, or you may join me for 3 crunches. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Round the spine like you did in cat. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Place your hands back on the mat. Left foot comes back behind you. Bend the left knee, keeping your left foot, this time point your left foot, and then see if you can tap yourself on the buttocks there on the left, stretching out that quad a little bit. Then bring your left foot down flat on the mat, kickstand your right. Right hand comes in the middle of the mat. My favorite stretch. Bring that left arm all the way up to the ceiling, opening your body wide. And then on the exhale, let that arm fall behind you. Close your eyes. Your chest is nice, wide, and open now. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Now start to pay attention. What is your left foot doing? Press it into the mat. Is that left kneecap engaged? Press your hips slightly forward. And take advantage of your breathing here. One more good inhale and exhale. Very good. Bring that left arm all the way back down to the mat. Pivot forward. Bring that left leg back up. All right. It is Wednesday. It is Friday, not Wednesday, but we're still going to do a little work here. So let's go for some push-ups. Again, yogi push-ups. Go back, not sideways. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that forehead to the floor. Really engage those triceps. Inhale up and exhale, slowly come down. Working on our prep to eventually be able to do a good chaturanga. Last one, after you inhale, come down with the exhale, building a little heat in our body. Then sweep that left leg across the right, pressing the top of the foot into the mat. Push back with your hands, lift up that belly, look back at your foot. Stay here for 2 rounds of breath. Very good. When you're done with that, bend the left knee and bring it behind the right. Maybe heel to yourself a little bit more in the middle of the mat. We're going into cow face. Spread those feet wide. Slowly walk your hands back until you are seated. Very good. Now remember your options here. You can sit on a block or 2 to make this less intense. If that's still too much, bring your left leg all the way out underneath you, okay? For the rest of us, sit up nice and tall. Let's go into a twist here. Left arm comes up. Inhale, and with your exhale, bring yourself over to the right. Your left elbow meets the right knee on the outside. Right hand comes behind you. Inhale and exhale here. Then come back forward. I just realized this might be easier if you can see me like this. Bring both arms out, keeping them shoulder height, going into eagle arms. Sweep your right arm under the left. Then bend at the elbows, bringing your palms together and out in front of you. Lift them about shoulder height. This really stretches out your upper back. Feel it opening up. Feel those shoulder blades pulling apart. Breathe. Close your eyes. Two more rounds of breath. Focus on your upper back. Very good. When your last exhale is complete, bring your fingertips in front of you. Again, this is optional. Just do what you feel feels right for you. Inhale. On the exhale, bring those fingertips in front of you. Gently lower your upper body over your right knee. Now, you can stay here if your shin can rest all the way on your right knee. That's great. Maybe you want to adjust. You want to use 2 fists or 1 fist. Then close your eyes here. Try to breathe into the tension. Open up that right hip. I'll give you 2 more nice inhales and exhales here. Very good. Gently walk back your hands, bring your arms out in front of you. Rock back and forth, gaining some momentum. Bring your hands out in front of you. And come back into tabletop. Let's take our first down dog here. Curl those toes under. Lift up your knees, stay here for a second, then bring your head through your arms, your chest towards your knees. Once you're here, start to straighten out your legs one at a time. Walk the dog. Press through the fleshy part of your palms. Breathe. See if you can bring that tailbone a little bit higher to the sky. Grounding your feet into the mat and extending up towards the sky. Bending at the knees, come back down on your knees. Flip those palms over. We still have the other side to do. All right, bring that right leg out behind you. Flex that right foot and engage your core, and then bring that left arm out in front of you. Breathe. If I happen to do the same side right now, just do the opposite side of the one we just did. And join me for some crunches if you're ready. Inhale. Exhale. Left elbow meets right knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring both hands to the mat. Extend that leg back behind you. 3 push-ups. Inhale. Exhale. Bend those elbows, coming back straight, forehead to the floor. Inhale back up. Exhale. One more. Nice and slow. Inhale up. And exhale down. Come back up, sweep that right leg over the left. Press back with your arms, lift that belly, look back at the foot. Stay here for 2 rounds of breath. Look back forward, bend the right knee, place it behind the left. Coming into cow face on the other side, I think. Oh, maybe not. I think I screwed up. All right, I'm gonna sit in front of you. So the last time, let's see. There we go. The left leg should be on top. I think that's what we did last time. Yes. I remember the twist. Okay, very good. So your left leg is on top. Whatever you were doing, left leg is on top, right foot at the bottom. Bring up your right arm, inhale. Exhale, come into the twist. Bring your right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Walk your left hand behind you towards your tailbone. Gaze comes over your shoulder. Breathe. And come back forward, arms spread wide. This time, left arm comes under the right, bend at the elbow, palms come together, lift up, keep them shoulder height. Stay here for 2 rounds of breath. Bring your arms back out to your side, walk them in front of you, inhale. On the exhale, gently walk your hands forward, rest your chin on your knee. Use your modifications as you need to. 2 more rounds of breath here. Very good. Slowly come out of this, walking your hands back. Bring your arms in front of you, rock back and forth, gain momentum. Push onto your knees, unspin your legs. Back in tabletop, curl your toes under, lift up, downward dog. Rock the dog. Very good. I think I know what I forgot. Don't think we did the side stretch, did we? Oh well. Bend your knees, look forward, inhale. Exhale, walk your feet forward, coming into a forward fold, keeping your knees slightly bent. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten those legs. Bring your hands to your knees or to your shins, wherever you're comfortable. Lift up all 10 toes. Press into the mat with the balls of your feet and your heel, the outside of your foot, keeping those arches lifted, then gently let those toes come down. Bring those shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, come down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time bend the knees, let everything go. Rest your chest on your knees. When you're ready, press through the heels. Come up to standing. Circle sweep your arms up all the way to the sky. Take a mini baby back bend if it's in your practice. Place the hands together in prayer. Bring them heart center. All right, let's do our standing stretches. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Right foot steps back, high lunge here. Left knee is directly over the left ankle. Press that right heel back, keeping that right leg engaged. See if you can pull that left hip back a little bit and the right hip forward. And then try to dip your hips a little bit closer to the mat. Keeping your head and your chest lifted, breathe. Nice inhale and exhale. Notice how on the exhale your body seems to soften a little bit. Again, inhale. Exhale. On this next inhale, we're going to straighten the front leg and try to bring our right heel as much to the mat as we can. Most likely you won't get it all the way down. I certainly can't. Then inhale, come back to high lunge. And exhale. Straighten that front leg again, making this a flow. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale. Straighten the front leg. One more, because this felt really good. And exhale back. Bend that left knee again. Bring your right knee onto the mat. Flip that right foot over. Your right leg should be at a slant. Slowly come up with your hands behind your left knee, looking up. Inhale here. Exhale, press that left knee gently forward. Notice a stretch on the right. Notice your psoas and your hip flexors. Gaze stays lifted. If you wish, you can stay here or join me in bringing up our arms to salutation to the moon. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands back down on either side of the left foot. Lift that right, curl those back toes under, lift that right leg up, step the left foot back, and we're in plank. Yes, I know you've all been waiting for this. Breathe here, really engage your core, and now make everything active. Start with your legs, engage those kneecaps, engage those glutes. Your belly button is to the spine is pressing down on the belly button, your arms are strong. Keep breathing. One more inhale. Exhale, bending at the knees, come down, chin and chest through your arms into cobra, elbows still slightly bent. pull the backs of your hands towards the pelvis, opening up your chest a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, curl those toes under, lift up, downward dog. Walk the dog. Bring that left leg up to the sky, up, 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 up. Bend the left knee, look forward, inhale. Exhale, step that left foot forward, assist with a hand if you need to. Oh, never mind, wrong leg, sorry. Oh dear, you can tell I'm about to need to go on vacation. Right leg, bring your right leg up, please, please, please. Bend at the right knee. All right, we're all in the right position now. Inhale. And then step that right foot forward for high lunge on the right side. Okay, so it turns out teachers are human. All right, press that left heel back. Right knee is over the right ankle. Make that left leg strong. Maybe pull that left hip a little bit forward and the right hip a little bit back without changing where the knee is over the ankle. Breathe, and with your next exhale, slowly lower those hips a little bit more to the mat. Breathe. And let's start our flow here. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Bring your left heel towards the mat. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, bend the knee. And exhale. Bend the right knee again. This time, lower your left knee onto the mat. Flip that left foot over. Slowly come up, pressing both your hands behind the right knee. Chest is lifted. Engage your shoulder blades. Inhale. On the exhale, press that right knee forward. Enjoy the stretch. You can stay right here, or if you wish, join me in salutation to the moon, bringing both arms above your head with the inhale. Mini baby back bend if you wish. Exhale, come back forward. Hands on either side of the right foot. Curl that back to under, lift up the left leg. Step back the right foot, back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, both knees on the floor, chin and chest come through your hands, cobra, or maybe you're an up dog, whatever your practice calls for. Inhale. Exhale, toes curl under, lift up, downward dog, walk the dog. And bend the knees, look forward, inhale. Exhale, walk yourself into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend those knees, let everything go. When you're ready for the inhale, come up to standing. Bring your arms overhead, stretch, mini back bend if you wish. Hands in prayer. Very good. All right, I'm going to locate my block, doing a small warrior series that involves triangle. I like to use my block for triangle. So if you're the same, make sure you have it handy. All right, very good. Up and standing. Let's grind our feet back into the mat and then inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Hands come to the mat. Step your left foot back and angle it slightly forward. All right, we're getting ready for warrior one. Keeping your right knee bent right over your right ankle. Grind both feet into the floor, distributing your weight evenly. Inhale, arms come to your side in airplane. Exhale all the way above your head, warrior one. See if you can scoot your hips shining in the forward direction. Sometimes it helps to use your hands and adjust your left foot as you need to. I think Kat once said, you know, BKS Iyengar is not in the room, so you need to adjust your body the way it works best for your body. Breathe. And bring your hands in prayer. Come sideways, bring both hands out, shoulder height, coming to warrior two. Maybe here we do need to adjust our legs a little bit more. All I want you to make sure is that that right knee is facing out, not in. Make sure you can see that big toe. And bring those shoulders away from the ears. Check in that you're in the present. I don't want you being in the future or the past. Nice and centered. Beautiful. Flip that right palm over. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow comes to the right knee, extended arm warrior. Let's bring that left arm all the way over our head. Again, check form. Is your left foot pressing into the mat? Is your left kneecap engaged? Open up those hips. Arms, shoulders away from your ears. Lift that chest. Breathe here. With your next inhale, use the strength of your left arm to pull you back up. Straighten out that front leg. Right palm flips over again. Inhale. On the exhale, reverse warrior. Front leg is straight. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, zip up your belly. Hinge forward at the hip with your right arm and then come into triangle. Using your block if you need to by your ankle. Placing your right hand on the block, left arm is all the way towards the ceiling. And this is our true hip opener right here. All right, see if you can push that left hip back a little bit more open towards the ceiling. Tuck that right hip under. Shoulders away from the ears. There can be a micro bend in your right knee. That's okay. You can stay here. If you wish to get more of a chest opener, you can bend your left elbow and place the left hand in the hollow of your back, or work it a little bit further down where it touches the right thigh. This all depends also on your shoulder, so be gentle here. Feel out a pose before you go completely into it. Always remind yourself, this is my practice. Breathe. Then unspin that arm for the next inhale. Use the strength of the left arm to pull yourself back up. Then turn that right foot looking forward. Remove the block, bring it over to the other side, but we'll use it in a moment. Heel toe your feet a little bit further apart. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale. Exhale, folding at the hips with a straight back. Come forward, bring your hands to the mat. And take one more inhale here. Exhale, bending at the elbows. Bring the crown of your head towards the floor. Maybe some of you, it reaches the floor. Maybe some of you, you're halfway. Everything is good. Make sure your arches are still lifted, which can be tough. Your feet have the tendency to roll inward. If you're comfortable here, just stay here. If you would like a little more, bring up both your hands behind you, behind your back, interlace those fingers, and then let those interlaced fingers with the straight arms fall towards the ceiling, from the ceiling toward forward. So you're going to feel a stretch in your shoulders here. Look behind you, keep your eyes open. Breathe. Let the weight of the arms do their work for the shoulders. Then slowly release those fingers, bring those hands back out in front of you. This time, place the left hand under your face. With the inhale, bring up the right arm to the ceiling. Gazing at the ceiling, feeling the stretch maybe in your left inner thigh and the hip. Inhale and exhale here, staring at the ceiling. If that hurts your neck, you can always bring your head down. On your next exhale, bring the right hand down, place it underneath your face. Inhale, left arm goes up. Very good. Stay here. Focus on what you're stretching. Where do you feel this? Where does it feel good? Where can you make an even deeper adjustment to get to your edge? Very good. With your next exhale, slowly bring the left hand down. And then heel toe your feet about one width, a little bit closer together. Walk your hands over towards your left foot. Hands on either side of the left foot. Your right foot comes flat to the mat, facing about 45 degrees forward. Left knee is bent now, right above your left ankle. When you're ready, bring your arms out in airplane with the inhale. And on the exhale, come to warrior one on the other side. Very good. Again, adjust your hips, adjust your feet. Don't have to get it perfect on the first go around. Sometimes just getting up on this pose without falling over is a success. Engage your right leg, feel that kneecap engage. Then bring your hands in front of you in prayer, come sideways, stretch out your arms. Warrior two, adjust your right leg here if you need to. Beautiful. Breathe. Bring your gaze to your left middle finger. Flip that left palm over, inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, side angle warrior. Place your left elbow on the left knee. Bring that right arm all the way over your head. Don't fall over like I almost did. And then once you're here, bring your attention back to your right leg. Make it nice and strong. Bring that energy all the way up from the floor into your right fingertips. Keep that chest spin open. Breathe. With your next inhale, use the strength of your right arm to come back up to warrior two. Straighten that left leg. Again, flip that palm over, inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, zip up your belly, hinge at the hip. Come into triangle on the other side, using your block if that's what your practice calls for. Right hand comes all the way to the ceiling, stretch, stretch, stretch. And now let's work on opening up that hip. Try to turn that right hip a little bit more open to the sky, tiny, tiny twist. Left hip tucks under, lift up your toes on the left foot. Don't forget that micro bend in the left knee if you need it. And then if you wish, you can spin that chest open even more by bending at the right elbow and bringing that arm behind you, wiggling those fingers down towards your thigh. And maybe you're just here, you know, if that's better for your shoulder. Modify, modify, modify. One more good inhale and exhale here. With your next exhale, bring that arm back up and then use the strength of your arm to pull you back to warrior two. With your left knee bend, remove the block. Bring your left foot facing forward. All right, heel toe those feet a little bit further apart again. Hands come to the mat. Draw your tailbone to the sky. Head comes forward, nice and straight. And again, inhale. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Bring that forehead towards the mat. Not the forehead, I'm sorry, the crown of your head. That's actually important. And then shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. With your next inhale, come back up halfway. Heel to your feet, a little bit closer together. And then a little bit closer still, we're going into a yogi squat. Adjust how you need to for your knees. All right, feet are facing slightly outward. And then hands in prayer, slowly come down. All right, now when we were traveling through Vietnam, it is amazing to see how these people can just sit all day long like this by the road working. They have the most amazing hip and knee flexibility. For most of us, this is pretty intense, right? So modify. If this hurts your knees, get out of the pose. If you're holding your breath, get out of the pose, please, please, please. Very good. Bring your hands back in front of you. Slowly straightening your leg, bring your tailbone back to the sky. Heel to your feet in a little bit closer again, so they're straight facing forward. And then bending at the knees. Wait for that exhale to be complete. And when you're ready, bring yourself up to standing. Mini baby back bend if you wish. And then hands in prayer. Slowly draw it down, heart center. Wonderful. Next, we're going to do one of my favorite hip openers, pigeon. So again, pigeon, it's not for everybody. On the floor, if you want to modify, doing it sitting or doing it laying on your back with your feet facing finger four. If you know the modifications, please do that. I'm going to be doing it here, so I have a little bit more room for my arms. So step forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Step back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, push back into down dog. All right, find a good down dog for you here, good position. Place your feet a little bit closer together so you have a good pushing off point. Bring that right leg up all the way to the top of the ceiling. Three-legged dog, really stretch it, yes. Then bend the right knee, listen up. Begin making big circles with your right knee. All right, we're giving that hip joint one more chance to become nice and lubricated. And then on your next exhale, gently bring that right knee through your hands, either between them or behind your right wrist. And then walk your left foot all the way back until your right buttocks are on the mat. If that's not good for you, if you're not there today, please use your block. All right, once you're settled in here, spider fingers, right? Lift yourself up, lift up your chest. Bring those shoulders away from your ears. Inhale here. And then on the exhale, gently pull yourself forward, bringing the full weight of your chest over your right hip joint. Rest your forehead on the mat. And if you'd like, you can always flip over your palms so that your palms face the ceiling. And now Calm your body down. Nice long exhales. Let's do 5 rounds of breath here. When your next exhale is complete, turn those palms over and then slowly walk your hands back. When you feel supported, when you lift up your head, push through the hands. Come back up to seated. Curl those back toes under, lift up that left leg. And then pushing through the palms, push up and bring that right leg back to the ceiling. And then set both feet onto the mat, down dog. And spend a moment of stillness here. Close your eyes. Check in with your right hip. Check in with your left. Notice if you feel any difference. Then bring your feet a little bit closer together. Shift all your weight to the right foot and bring the left foot up to the sky. Stretch nice and long, 3-legged dog. Then bend the left knee and begin to make big circles with that left knee. And warm up that left hip joint one more time. Inhale. On the exhale, sweep that left knee forward between your hands or behind your left wrist. And then gently walk that right foot back. And maybe your left buttocks will be on the mat. Maybe they won't. My left hip never is. So I'm using the block. Using props is a good thing. It relaxes the muscles and let the body do the work it needs to do. Spider fingers, lift up your chest. Inhale. And on the exhale, now it's pull yourself forward, bringing the weight of your body over the left hip joint. And once you've gently gotten yourself into that pose, maybe flip over the hands so you're not holding on to anything. Let everything go. And then stay here for 5 rounds of breath. Always focusing on the exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Very good. Turn your palms over, walk your hands back until they're under your shoulders, and gently press up. Curl those back toes under. Remove the block if you were using it. And then bring your left buttock onto the mat and walk your feet all the way forward. Oh, and stretch those legs out in front of you. Yay, you know what this means. It's 4 o'clock and we're about ready to ease into the cool down stretches here. So flex your feet, sit up nice and tall on your sit bones. Straighten that lower back, lift up that rib cage a little bit. Don't stick it out, just lift it up, lift up the crown of your head. And with your next inhale, bring up those arms overhead. And on the exhale, keeping your lower back straight, come forward, following with your gaze, those hands. Don't let yourself be rushed. And if you can, hang on to your feet here and then slowly let everything go. If you need to bend one knee or both knees, if you need to use a strap because your hamstrings are tight, modify, modify, modify. Let your head go now. Feel how that opens up the upper back. Your shoulder blades are separating. Heat is building there. Energy is flowing where there wasn't before. Breathe. And when your next exhale is complete, slowly walk your hands up. Bending both knees, place the soles of your feet together. Grab them at the ankles, pull them in a little bit tighter to where you're comfortable. Maybe butterfly those knees a little bit. And then again, adjust your posture. Make sure you are sitting on your sit bones. Interlace your fingers, place them over your toes. Sit up nice and tall, your chest is lifted. Inhale. And on the exhale, with a straight lower back, pull yourself forward. And just listen to your body. Stop when you feel a little bit of resistance. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, as your body relaxes, slowly come in a little bit deeper. Time is your friend. You don't need to rush. Enjoy the journey into the pose as much as just being in the pose. And once we're here, stay here for 3 inhales and exhales. Very good. Slowly come out of the pose. Bring your feet out in front of you. Coming into bridge pose. Turning sideways for you guys. Place both feet on the floor. Hands come behind your thighs. And then slowly roll yourself down with a nice rounded back. First bringing the lower back and then the middle back and then the upper back and your head onto the mat. And then bring your hands right down by your hips. Walk those feet in a little bit closer. It's like your fingertips can feel your heels. Now, let's look at your knees. Imagine you have a block in between your thighs that you're squeezing it. All right, so engage those inner thighs. Then on your next inhale, press up through the heels, engaging your glutes. Coming into a bridge. All right, now here's what I would like for you to do next. Bring up your forearms, leaving your lower arms on the mat with fingertips facing the sky. Now press down on those elbows and onto your upper arms, your deltoid. Oh crap, I just forgot. It's the triceps, it's the triceps. There it is. The triceps. Engage the triceps. See if that helps you lift up a little bit higher. So you're pressing the inner thighs towards each other, even though your legs aren't moving. And you're pressing your triceps into the mat. See how that lifts up your chest a little bit more? Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down and then very, very slowly bring down the upper back onto the mat. Very good. Pressing it all the way until the sacrum's on the mat, and then let it roll over until that little hollow in your back is back off the mat. Bring the knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Roll from side to side, neutralizing the lower lumbar after this back bend. All right, we still have a little ab work to do. So it's my favorite because I'm off for a week. We're doing dead bug. Bring your legs up towards the ceiling and then bring up your arms or your hands to roll over that right shoulder so that your right arm is stacked right above your shoulder joint. Do the same on the left. Here you are, like a dead bug with all your legs in the air. And now inhale. On the exhale, bring that left leg down and your right arm. Inhale back up. Exhale, right leg, left arm. Making sure your lower lumbar is pressed into the wall. Inhale back up. Exhale, left leg, right arm. Inhale up. Exhale, right leg, left arm. Inhale up. 2 more on each side. In your own speed. Fast inhale up. Very good. Bend those knees, press them into your chest. Roll from side to side. And if it feels good to you, place your hands on your knees. Gently roll them around, spiraling your tailbone into the mat. And then maybe reverse the other side. Then hang onto your right leg. Pressing the right knee into the chest. Extend your left leg all the way down the mat. Flexing that left foot. See if you can press the whole left leg into the mat. Then bring your left hand to the right knee. Airplane out your right arm. Inhale. And on the exhale, gently pull that leg across in a twist. Gazing at your right hand and making sure both shoulders stay on the mat. This is a thoracic spine twist. We're keeping the lower lumbar neutral. Breathe. Close your eyes. Unclench your teeth. Loosen up your tongue. Melt into this twist with 5 rounds of breath. And that next exhale is complete. Slowly bring that right leg back across, placing your right foot on the mat. Bring that left knee in, hug it tight to your chest. Stretch that right leg out all the way to the bottom of the mat. Right foot is flexed. And then grab your left knee with your right hand. Airplane out the left arm. Gently bring yourself into a twist by pulling the knee across your body. Gaze comes to your left hand. Shoulders are on the mat. Breathe. 5 rounds of breath. And that next exhale is complete. Slowly come out of the twist. Place your left foot on the mat. Bend your right knee. Place your right foot on the mat. Then bring both knees towards your chest. Bring your hands, so either grab your big toes with your 2 index fingers and your thumb, or you may put your hands right inside your arches of your foot. Bring those knees a little bit further apart, keeping your footprints looking towards the ceiling. Press those knees in towards your armpits. Happy baby. Now, once you're here, take a nice inhale. And then on the exhale, begin to rock yourself from side to side. Massaging the kidneys, giving a break to the adrenal glands, fresh rush of blood. And then come to stillness. Gently bring your feet back down on the mat. Walk them all the way towards the bottom of your mat. Maybe bring your feet a little bit further apart than you're used to. We're getting ready for Shavasana. I'm gonna get up and see if I can get Shavasana music playing. I would like you to make yourself comfortable with a sweatshirt or a blanket. And then roll those feet out. Bring your hands by your hips, palms facing up. And roll those shoulders under on both sides so your chest is slightly lifted. Tuck that chin a little bit closer to your cervical spine. Unclench your jaw, loosen up your tongue. Your eyelids are soft and closed. And come back to your normal breathing. slowly come out of Shavasana by wiggling your toes and wiggling your fingers. Gently rock that head from side to side. Begin to deepen your breath again. And when you're ready, with an inhale, stretch that right arm all the way over your head. Bend your right knee, then your left. And roll yourself to the fetal position on the right side, using your arm as a pillow. Keep your eyes closed and check in with your body. Notice how you're calm. Take one more deep breath. And with the exhale, use the strength of your left arm to push yourself back up to easy seated position, letting your head be the last thing to come up, keeping your eyes closed if possible, bringing your hands out to your palms, to your knees, palms facing to the sky or to the ground, or maybe they're in your lap. Today's reading is called States of Mind. The Golden Hills of California are actually kind of brown. Georgia is known as the Peach State, but South Carolina produces more peaches. New Jersey is known as the Garden State, but it should probably be called the Highway State. What is your mental state now? And how does that match with your advertising, with the way that you think of yourself? Can you bring the real and the ideal closer together? Mental states are made up of many smaller processes. Whatever you're feeling now, see if you can break it down into its component parts. For feelings of stress, you might notice a slight headache, an elevated heart rate, shallow breathing, and thoughts of deadlines and to-do lists. Each one of those thoughts and sensations can be broken down in turn. Take your mental state and unpack it, loosening it and dissolving it. In this way, you create space that will automatically fill with more peaceful, tranquil thoughts and sensations. At this point, I invite you to place the palms of your hands together in prayer with thumbs against your beating heart. And then slowly lower your head towards your hands. See if this elicits a feeling of gratitude or something that resembles gratitude. And I invite you to think of one person or being, one small act or thing that you are grateful for today. As always, I'm incredibly honored for the privilege of your time and sharing your practice with me. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I look forward to catching you on the flip side from the other side of this country. And I just have a deep, deep wish for peace inside of me. Let's hope this country heals, and let's all be part of the kindness and the love and peace that we need to make this a slightly better world. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Let's see if this unmuting thing works this time, huh? Nope, I cannot unmute you again. Isn't that something? Oh dear. Okay, well, I certainly appreciate you all having been in the meeting, and have a wonderful week. I know you cannot unmute yourself probably, and I can't unmute you, and I can't figure out how to change it. So have a wonderful, wonderful time. Thank you for being in practice today. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll end the meeting.